by Umesh Chowdhary, who's the MD and CEO at Titagarh Wagons, who will speak about how big this opportunity is for the sector and for the company as well. Mr. Chowdhary, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, as my colleague said, especially in the locomotive segment, it's a 1.6 lakh crore of opportunity that we are looking at. For yourself at Titagarh Wagons, how big is rail as a part of your order book, and what is the opportunity size that you are looking at in both, say, Vande Bharat and the non-Vande Bharat part of rail order book that we are talking about overall for the industry?
So, very good afternoon. Thank you for having me with you. Yeah, I mean, as your colleague just mentioned, that the railways are actually going in for a quantum jump. It's a completely new dimension that the current government has kind of accorded and provided to the railways. And if we really break up the railway opportunities into two or three aspects, one is, of course, the infrastructure aspect, which is the track and signaling. And the government has invested over the last 8-9 years substantially on the track and signaling, and is continuing to do so. But that's not really where our company comes in. Our company comes into the rolling stock, so which is whether it's the freight rolling stock or the passenger rolling stock. And in the freight rolling stock, the government has, with the introduction of the Gati Shakti program and all of that, the railways have now targeted to move 3,000 million tons by the end of 2030. And this locomotive order that we just spoke about, which has been given to Siemens, is actually preparations towards achieving that 3,000 million ton target. And obviously, it gives us a great deal of confidence and hope that with the locomotive orders being there, the wagons orders have only to follow. I mean, even figuratively, the wagons are following the locomotives, so the orders also should be followed. So that's as far as we did get the single largest freight wagon orders in the history of Indian Railways last year, where our company got an order for almost 8,000 crores, 24,000 wagons, which was the single ever largest order bagged or placed by the railways to any company. On the other side, on the passenger train side, as again was shown in the screen, that we have participated with BHEL. In fact, we are the only Indian consortium. So we are the only true Atmanirbhar or Make in India consortium that have participated in the Vande Bharat opportunity. This was a 200 train opportunity. And the announcement last year was for 400-500 Vande Bharats. And we are expecting that this is not going to stop here. It's going to be maybe more than double of that. So, this tender is yet to get finalized. It's yet to open. But I believe that the opportunity is so large that there is enough for every company. And if every company comes to support the growth initiative of the railways, there is going to be a win-win situation. That
if you could just give us a sense in terms of what we can expect on an absolute basis in terms of order wins in 2023 calendar year versus 2022. If you could just put it into perspective for us, maybe percentage, maybe absolute value.
So, it's difficult to predict this because we are waiting for the budget allocation to see. I mean, we'll see that in the next 2 weeks' time. But what our expectations are is that, considering that the locomotive orders have been finalized and the tenders that have already been announced or in pipeline, I would say that in terms of passenger train, the delta is going to be infinite, because there was no passenger train that was purchased from the industry in the last several years. And the tender that is already been floated for the Vande Bharat, the 201, is valued at anything between 70 to 80,000 crore. And there is another 200 train tender which has already been floated, which is yet to be opened. So, in terms of the overall opportunity, I would say it is going to be more than 2-3 lakh crores in terms of the rolling stock itself.
Okay. All right, Mr. Chowdhary. We've completely run out of time, but this is going to be a conversation which we will probably revisit in the next couple of days as we run up towards the budget as well. Thank you very much for joining in and talking to us. So that's Titagarh Wagons, very positive in terms of the rail order inflow that we can expect. For the markets, there's definitely some amount of weakness which has taken place incrementally in terms of the mid-cap index, 0.5% lower currently for the mid-cap index, and the Bank Nifty, which is down around 0.4% as well. So definitely some amount of weakness coming in. The Nifty also also slipping below 18,000. With that, it's a wrap from Sonal, myself and the entire team on Halftime Report. Thanks very much for watching Business Lunch. Up next.